Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of Fact Frenzy, where we give you 10 mind-blowing facts about martial arts history. You know, people often overlook martial arts. It's like a window into different cultures and philosophies. It's wild. Did you know some martial arts moves are based on animals? Or that an ancient combat sport was so brutal, it had almost no rules? We're talking thousands of years of history here, from ancient warriors to Bruce Lee to the UFC. Welcome to Fact Frenzy, where facts hit harder than a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. Let's go. Fact 10. You think this martial arts stuff is new? Some fad that came with those karate movies? Think again. This goes back, way back, like further than your history teacher can even tell you. We're talking 4,000 years ago, back to ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt. Imagine that, people in sandals throwing down. Even back then, people were figuring out how to fight, how to defend themselves. It's primal. They were probably using moves passed down for generations, just like they do in some martial arts today. We find these ancient scrolls and paintings and boom, there it is. Proof that people have always been obsessed with fighting and self-defense. Martial arts, it's not just about fighting. It's a connection to our ancestors, to the history of humanity. Fact 9. Ever seen a tiger fight? I mean, really go at it? Those things are terrifying, pure muscle and instinct. Now imagine taking those movements, that raw power, and turning it into a fighting style. That's Kung Fu. Ancient Chinese warriors were in tune with nature. They saw how animals moved, how they hunted, how they defended themselves, and they thought, hey, I can use that. So you have styles like Tiger Claw, all about that raw power and aggression. It's like poetry in motion, but with a whole lot of punching and kicking. Fact 8. You think of monks, you think of peace, meditation, chanting, but then you got these Shaolin monks and they were a different breed altogether. These guys were warriors, straight up. They lived in this temple, right? And they had to protect it from bandits, warlords, anyone who thought they could waltz in and take what they wanted. So these monks, they trained. And I mean trained hard. We're talking insane physical conditioning, mastering weapons like staffs and swords, and of course hand-to-hand combat. They could kick your ass 6 ways to Sunday, and then probably meditate about it afterward. These monks dedicated their lives to mastering their bodies and minds, and they became legends. They're proof that true strength comes from within. Fact 7. From dojo to the big screen. Think about your favorite action movies. The Matrix, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Kill Bill, John Wick. What do they all have in common? Martial arts, those fight scenes, those incredible stunts. That's the magic of martial arts brought to life. It's not just Hollywood either. Go back further and you've got those classic samurai movies, all that swordplay and drama. Martial arts in movies, it's more than just entertainment. It's a way to connect with different cultures, to experience the beauty and power of these ancient arts. Plus, it's simply cool to watch. Fact 6. Bruce Lee, the game changer. Let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Bruce Lee. Bruce wasn't just an actor or a martial artist, he was a philosopher, a visionary. He changed the game. He saw that traditional martial arts could be rigid, stuck in their ways. So he created Jeet Kune Do, his own style that was all about efficiency, adaptability, being like water. It wasn't about learning a million different moves, it was about mastering the principles of combat, of being able to flow and adapt to any situation. Bruce Lee's philosophy, his emphasis on speed and practicality, it's what paved the way for modern MMA. He inspired generations of martial artists, athletes, and everyday people to push their limits, to question the status quo, and to be the best versions of themselves. Fact 5. Judo takes the gold. The Olympics, the biggest stage in the world for athletes. And you know what? Martial arts have earned their place there. The first one to break through? Judo. 1964 Tokyo Olympics. The world watched as these judo masters flipped and grappled their way to victory. It was a game changer. See, before that, martial arts were seen as too dangerous, too violent for the Olympics. But judo, it showed the world that martial arts could be about discipline, respect, and sportsmanship. Judo is about leverage, technique, using your opponent's strength against them. And since then, other martial arts have joined the Olympics. Taekwondo, wrestling, boxing, karate. Fact 4. Ancient Greece's no-holds-barred beatdown. You think the UFC is intense? Let me tell you about pankration, the ancient Greeks' answer to no-rules cage fighting. We're talking 648 BC. These guys were the original gladiators, and their sport was brutal. Imagine a mix of boxing, wrestling, and street fighting, but with almost no rules. They could punch, kick, grapple, gouge eyes, break bones, anything goes. It was a true test of strength, skill, and pain tolerance. These pankration fighters, they were celebrities. It shows you that the human fascination with combat, with pushing the limits of physicality, it's ancient. Fact 3. Capoeira, the dancing art of fighting. Brazil, a land of rhythm and resilience. Land of samba, soccer, and a martial art so unique, so mesmerizing, it's like watching a dance unfold in the middle of a fight. I'm talking about capoeira. This art form was born out of necessity. See, back in the day, enslaved Africans in Brazil weren't allowed to practice martial arts. So, they got creative. They disguised their fighting techniques as a dance, a way to train and defend themselves without their oppressors knowing. And let me tell you, capoeira is no joke. It's a blend of agility, acrobatics, kicks, takedowns, and music. It's proof that even in the face of oppression, creativity and the will to fight for freedom can find a way. Fact 2. Karate banned in Japan? Karate, really? It's like the poster child for martial arts, the uniforms, the belts, the impressive kicks and punches. But did you know that karate was once banned in Japan? Yeah, you heard that right. After World War II, Japan was demilitarized, and martial arts were seen as dangerous and militaristic. By the 1950s, the ban was lifted, and karate began its rise to global popularity. It's a way of life. And it's pretty amazing to think that an art form that was once banned is now practiced by millions around the world. And finally, fact number 1. Level up your martial arts video game style. Remember those classic arcade games? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken? We spent hours mastering those combos, pulling off those special moves, and yelling at the screen when our friend picked Eddie Gordo and just spammed kicks. Those games, they were more than just entertainment. They were our introduction to the world of martial arts. We learned the names of different moves, different styles, different fighters. Video games are still influencing martial arts today. It's a whole new world out there. So there you have it, fact fans. 10 mind-blowing facts about the history of martial arts. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Comment below. And if you love fast facts and enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel. And make sure you click that notification bell, because we've got more coming, and you don't want to miss a video. Thanks for watching, Fact Frenzy crew. Stay cool, and see you in the next one.